and you're watching the shorter version of the Shelly Show, where we ask only one question, and that is, what is artificial intelligence? Very quickly, if you're watching this on Twitter, which I suppose you are, then please follow me. If you're watching this on YouTube, then please press the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be alerted. There are a lot of content that I generate. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, then please press the follow button. And if you're watching this on Facebook by any chance, then please share, like, and share it with other groups which are artificial intelligence focused. So on this episode or this particular series, we are asking everyone and anyone in the world, what is artificial intelligence? So today, Wilfred has agreed, and I want him to pronounce his full name because I couldn't get it right and I don't want to get it wrong. So Wilfred from Twitter came in and said, I want to share my point of view on what is artificial intelligence. So let's get Wilfred on the call. Hi Wilfred, how are you?
How's everybody doing? I'm doing well.
Very good. Wilfre Otieno A'chila. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's correct.
Perfect. So Wilfred, tell us about yourself, introduce yourself, where are you from, which part of the world, and share it with the Twitterati.
My name is Wilfre Otieno A'chila. I'm from Kenya in a place called Nyanza, very rural area. I came here to the United States when I was 5 years old, and since then I've been obsessed with electronics and physics.
Mhm.
So, what is artificial intelligence? Is that the
No,
topic today?
wait. Let's keep going with a bit about you, so the world knows who you are. So, what part of the world do you said you come from in Africa?
I come from Kenya, Nyanza.
Kenya, Nyanza. Which country is that? Kenya, is it part of Kenya?
Kenya, yes. So
Oh,
Kenya, and then Nyanza is a province within Kenya.
okay.
Like the nearest geological location would be Lake Uganda.
Okay. And
Lake Uganda, Lake Victoria. Sorry about that.
Lake Victoria. Okay. And you're currently living in the US?
I'm currently in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. Good stuff. So we've got a guest from New Jersey. That's great. So Wilfred, now the question: what is artificial intelligence for you? So explain it to the world.
Well, artificial intelligence, I feel like there are a few tiers to artificial intelligence, and it depends on what the focus is. So artificial intelligence, we few questions I always ask myself is what's the difference between artificial intelligence and human intelligence, right?
Okay.
And obviously human intelligence is smarter, but artificial intelligence is faster.
Uh-huh.
So that's why we use artificial intelligence to over many provisions, because it's allowed to calculate and process things that we want to process faster.
Mhm.
um, Artificial intelligence is a tool. It's an extension of the data scientist or engineer or data science or engineer team. It's
Mhm.
not necessarily a I know there's a lot of negative connotations of artificial intelligence on Twitter, um, but it's not necessarily, there's, like I said, there's tiers to artificial intelligence. It's not like
Mhm.
super intelligent, right?
Mhm.
It's not allowed to think outside what we program to think, right?
Yep.
So that's my views on artificial intelligence. How is it going to basically what does it look like in the future? Well, that depends on how equipment evolves. We're now getting into the quantum supremacy age,
Mhm.
and quantum computers is about to start kicking up. And businesses like Google and IBM are already using, the very first stages of quantum computers,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm kind of very intrigued to find and also work with is quantum computers and artificial intelligence. The focus that I want to basically implement provisions over with artificial intelligence is, industrial. It's an industrial complex. There's a lot of data in the industrial complex right now, and
Mhm.
depending on the sectors, we got, the government trying to control the industrial, sector, and on top of that, we need artificial intelligence within the government itself for auditing, but not just like auditing. I'm talking about auditing resources that sectors use, like regions, like specifically particular regions. Like I'm from Nyanza province, for instance, right? What kind of resources goes into Nyanza province? What do people use? What um, fuel or energy? Like I'm trying to what I'm basically trying to say is that there's a lot of resources that are used daily that humans use daily. But if we look at that from a larger perspective, masses of people use these resources. So how are we going to manage that as well, audit them, so we can better provide efficient solutions and help more people that don't have access to these solutions? You know, um, that's sort of my views.
Okay, so let me ask you another question around the use case that you've seen, which you think is a good representation of artificial intelligence. So, any use case that you want to share with the audience?
Um, Use cases. So artificial intelligence, and let's just say, well, we could look at we was talking about auditing, right? So cybersecurity,
Mhm,
artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity. That's
mhm,
a it's a so how could he provide provisions over that is simply by auditing the, let's just say, how to put it into terms so everyone will understand.
mhm,
So looking at the data that's going between computers or modulations, right?
mhm,
We ourselves, we can't keep up with the data, but that's why artificial intelligence exists, because it's faster, right? So how would it help, and how would it, what's the cause and what's the conditions that apply is the causes are, there's a lot of phishing, there's a lot of there's a lot of exploits going on in the world today,
mhm,
specifically that everyone is at home
mhm.
using laptops more, using their laptops to shop online, using their laptops, et cetera, et cetera. I could go on all day about it. But
Yep,
what I mean is that what if your data pops up somewhere else that is
mhm,
not supposed to be? You
yep,
know, how could we use artificial intelligence, but necessarily bots or so, to basically keep track of the data and where it's going and where it's not supposed to be? If it can alert you that, hey, your data is, some artificial intelligence, like you can't just have one artificial, it's not like one, provision. It has to be several or even more provisions depending on what network you're using or business, really, right? So I would have several different, provisions. But what I'm saying is that, to put it simply, is that artificial intelligence can notify the user that, hey, your data, your data, your credit card, your password or so is popped up on a PC that is not typically the one that you use, just to put it simply. And that's a start of, better cybersecurity, because humans can't keep up with all the 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 everything that's the IoT, Internet of Things, is what's going on in the Internet of Things. Humans cannot keep up with it, no matter what. And on top of that, cybersecurity is only safe for people who don't know about it, right? I
yep,
mean, like, let's say guys who are getting into the field, yeah, they would have a hard time, being successful on whatever exploits they're trying to employ. But like the people who build them, the people who build these networks or build these applications for cybersecurity, they they know exactly what they're doing, and who else is capable in their same caliber, who else knows the knowledge and information that they have, who else has the same skills that they have. So artificial intelligence will be better provision over that, because it's programmed to know and follow and trace one, not one specific thing, but it's programmed to work. It's not like, it's not thinking for itself. That's the thing about artificial intelligence. People, I've been seeing a lot of negative connotations on Twitter about is that people think artificial intelligence is supposed to think for itself, etc. No, it's not. We program it, and it's what we direct the focus to. We drive the artificial intelligence. We don't. It doesn't just drive itself. It doesn't build itself entirely too. So that's one of the areas.
Good stuff. Very well explained. Thank you very much, Wilfred. Thank you for your time. It was pleasure having you. And I think you're one of those guys who was forthcoming and saying, "Well, I can do it now. I don't have to wait." Most of the people say, "Well, I'll do some reading and come back." You're very quick. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, Wilfred.
Thank you for having me, and I joined the conversation.
Good stuff. Thank you. So, guys, that was Wilfred Otieno A'chila, all the way from New Jersey, initially from Kenya. And if he has a point of view, I think you also have a point of view. If you have a point of view of what is artificial intelligence, then just send me a direct message and I will get you here. This is what Wilfred did. He just sent me a direct message saying, I want to go live. I want to share my point of view. What is artificial intelligence? And, he was here and we were talking. Good. So it was fun. If you have got a point of view, just send me a direct message. And finally, if you're watching this on Twitter, please follow me. If you're watching this on YouTube or happen to be on YouTube, then please follow me on YouTube, subscribe me on YouTube, and press the bell icon so that you can be alerted. I do a lot of videos, a lot of live content is there. You can ask questions as well in some of my shows. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, then please follow me on LinkedIn. Shailendra Kumar is the name. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please like and share it with other artificial intelligence based groups, so more and more people can learn from what people like Wilfred have to explain and talk about on what is artificial intelligence. So guys, thank you for your time. Short and sweet. That was Wilfred all the way from New Jersey. Thank you very much and bye now, and I'll see you soon.